The Yamanote Circle has been locked down by the government in Tokyo, Japan. Demons are running wild, murders are being committed, and everyone is scared as hell. Where the hell are they actually even coming from? How is it that your cousin Naoya, of all people, managed to give you a hacked portable computer that allows you to both learn of the future, to a limited extent, and summon some of these demons? What is the physics behind that? Some really wild crap is about to go down. You have to deal with the government, various demonic factions, creatures of a more godly presence, rogue individuals who've managed to get their hands on similar hacked computers, and a whole lot more. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked is such a well-crafted game. The battle system is stellar. The game at first appears to be a traditional tactical RPG, although you move around in squads of 3. You're one human storyline character, and then whichever 2 demons you've built and chosen. You can control up to 4 squads at once. During actual combat, you cut to another screen that looks much more traditional, reminiscent of games such as Dragon Quest. As per usual in Shin Megami Tensei games, your character and the demons all have their own strengths, weaknesses, special attacks, passive abilities, and more. Of course, you want to make your squads work well together so that you can kick the ever-living crap out of everything, demonic or angelic. Whatever the hell decides to challenge you. You can either do your best to just barrel through crap, emphasizing strength over everything else, or you can be a little bit more clever and perhaps even break the game by just choosing abilities that all work well together. It is a lot of fun to really figure out how to play this game properly. As with most Shin Megami Tensei games, you can fuse together demons to custom build new ones, train them to gain special abilities, and you can now even participate in the demon auction to win new demons for your team. Between battles, you maneuver around Tokyo through menus, participate in story sequences, make new friends, make new enemies, and investigate the Tokyo lockdown. It's all really cool, and I loved learning more and more about the storyline and characters. There are a lot of religious references built into this storyline, and it's cool to see how they all relate to this demonic uprising. There are a few biblical characters that even start to make cameos towards the end of the game as well, which is all very fascinating. If you aren't easily offended, you will find a lot of these references very interesting. Just about everything in this game was masterfully done. It rewards smart gameplay, and by the end, you'll be penalized if you're expecting to just brute force your way through the entire thing. This has caused some people to claim that the game is unfair, but if you set the game down, step back for just a second and really think, you'll probably be able to find an answer. And I would think that this is the ideal way that a tactical RPG would be made, so that you don't necessarily need to grind if you are smart enough. Toward the end, you'll be creating teams and backup monsters to summon for very specific fights, which really draws you into the dramatic battles. The victories feel awesome. My only slight complaint, and this is very tiny and nitpicky and basically just because I need to come up with something that is a slight detractor about this game, would be that the script could have been tightened up just a little bit. The content is very good, but with your character being a silent protagonist, your one friend Atsuro likes to get very over-wordy in explaining each and every plot twist and thought point and everything else. It keeps you very well informed, but it feels very unnatural, and it takes a little bit of time. Like I said though, it's only a slight complaint. Overclocked is an extended version of the original game that was released in 2009 on the Nintendo DS. It's not in 3D at all, except for an opening movie scene, though it doesn't really matter. The game contains a lot more voice acting, which is appreciated. The majority of new content can be found in the epilogue. The end of the game contains several different paths to follow, where you are forced to make a very challenging moral choice and choose just who it is you want to follow. The biblical references get heavy, and you really need to determine just what is the right viewpoint. The Overclocked content delivers more of each storyline and feels like a natural extension of the original. It is some very good stuff. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked is a game for those who enjoy intelligent tactical RPGs with an interesting twist on top. Atlas has once again knocked this one out of the park. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked for the Nintendo 3DS receives a 10 out of 10.